What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Evan, and welcome to what is probably going to be the final episode of Evan Plays Evan's Remains. This game has been a lovely journey so far. I've loved almost every bit of it, and I'm ready to bring it to an end. Possibly, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last episode. I think we're close to the end, but we'll see. Let's keep going, shall we? Evan, I don't know why you brought us here. And I still don't know what you're planning. But I won't let Clover be a part of it. Alright, let's do this. First puzzle. Alright, hold on. I'm thinking I gotta get up here somehow then. So let's jump down here. Maybe that was a bad idea. Hold on. Redo. Hold on, maybe we should do this. And god damn, this music's lovely. Crap. This game has such a good soundtrack. Oh man. Yo, to Whitethorn Studios or whoever published this game, you all should release this game's OST. Actually, you could probably just find it online somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay, hold on. Do I want that to be a normal block? Hold on, I see what I gotta do. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Change that one down there to a bounce pad. I think I know what I'm doing. I think. Maybe I don't. Oh, this is one. This one won't go away, of course. I think I need to find a way to get that wall to go away while the bounce pad is out. So that's going to be the main focus. I'm glad the flowers are just all around, man. This place is lovely. I'm obviously missing something, but what? What am I missing? The problem is if I just step on that block again, it's going to turn to it's going to transform the green one. If I step on this block again, it's going to transform that one over there. So aha, there you go. I think I got. Yes. Perfect. How's the translation coming along? Hello? I'm getting very, very close. So, isn't that a good thing? I don't like where this is going. Let's see here. Oh boy. I hate when this game throws in complicated designs like this. Ugh. You just know it's gonna be a struggle. So on, we probably do some platform jumping up here. Actually, maybe this one won't be too hard. It seems it might actually be pretty straightforward. Maybe. The problem is, how do I get past this? These ancient peoples are very, very tricky. I'm supposed to like. Okay, I thought I'd try. Han. Yeah, just freaking redo it, duh. Oh. Let's try this again then, shall we? Okay, there we go. No, wait, no, this is still wrong. Because I'm gonna bounce back over. Why am I such an idiot? God damn. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reset this. Get my thoughts straight again. Alright, so this is how it was originally. Nope. Fudge. I haven't given up on a puzzle yet. I can't do it. I can't do it now. Especially since now I've got an inkling of a feeling that, like, the amount of puzzles I actually complete affect the ending, so. Like, I can't just skip puzzle, without it, monolith fall down. All the monoliths have a different name? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Oh, wait, hold on. Fudge. Nah, 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 nah. There we go. Except now that won't work. Han. There we go. There we go. Got it. Oh, okay. This is not a good day for the platform wise. I did a Mario Maker 2 stream earlier today, and woo, damn, I am bad at video games. Come on, man. Actually, I totally just effed all that up. Oh my god, why am I so bad? Come back here. I'm not even thinking. I gotta think. This is a puzzle game. I gotta think. Gotta use my noggin. No pawn. How did I do that before? Now I can't even remember. It's like, look, I jump on that and that upside down wall or that Waluigi symbol. I was gonna say backwards, upside down L, but then I was like, nah, actually, it looks like Waluigi. No, wait, isn't Waluigi's the other way? Okay, upside down L. You know what I'm getting at. Okay, hold on, and then there we go. Nope, not quite actually. Okay, there we go. Excuse me. And then I think I gotta get this weird contraption out again. This weird amalgamation of lines and. There we go. Yeah, I just had to use my brain for 5 seconds. I know it's a lot to expect from me. All right. This one may will hopefully not be super hard. Looks promising enough. I was about to say, did I do it already? All right. I see what's up with this. Let's see. Hmm. Just gotta screw around a little bit. I need that up there, that's for sure, and then that up there too, and that in that area. I just wait. Hold on. I see it. I see it now. I found a way. Wait. Let's move the green one again. Oh, fudge. Never mind. Maybe I didn't find a way. Hold on. Actually, I got purple one over here. Uh, Coolio. Alright, so now we move. Now we'll move the purple one up here, I guess. Have this one move up here. And I think that's good. Sweet. I'm so good at video games. Hey, I just want you to know, whatever the artifact turns out to be, I'll be here, okay? You can count on me. Thanks, Vanille. Man, what's the artifact gonna be? I'm kind of scared, man. I feel like I'm about to cry. Like, I feel like this game's straight up about to make me cry. I'm not even focusing on the puzzle right now. I'm thinking about what's to come with the story. The story is what really drives this game for me. Puzzle is just like a little set piece to get from point A, point to point, you know? They're fun puzzles though, so I mean I can't deny. Okay, so this moves that. This moves the teleporter. And there's one in the middle right there, so I think I need to do a little bit of jump like that. And then maybe... Yeah, that was pretty easy. Okay. There. That was the last... That was it? That was the last puzzle? I've got the full message. What does it say? Oh god, my heart. My heart's beating. I'm kind of nervous about this one, guys. Not gonna lie. You know, when I was a little boy, there was this neighborhood kid I played with almost every day. We were almost the same age. He was 1 year older than me. Lucas. That was his name. We'd always play in the park in my hometown. First thing every morning, Mom would make breakfast, I'd eat it as fast as I could, and head to the park. He was always there waiting for me. It didn't matter how early I got up, Lucas was always first. I remember one time I asked him if he slept there. He always carried this toy plane. I loved that plane. Even though he was a good friend, the bastard never let me touch it. And that pissed me off a little. One day I woke up and after having breakfast as usual, I went to the park. He wasn't there yet. I was happy. I finally managed to beat him to the park. I sat down to wait for him. But hours passed and Lucas never showed up. When I got back home, I learned that they had moved. That night my father heard me crying in my room and came in really worried. I told him what had happened. I was really sad, but I was a kid, so eventually I started to get over it. One day my father brought me a box that had come for me in the mail. I was really confused. It was from Lucas. He sent me a letter apologizing for not being able to say goodbye. He told me he'd miss me and wouldn't forget about me. Also in the box was a gift. It was the toy plane. One day I was playing at my dad's office. I stumbled upon the box for the plane. I realized he made the whole thing up. Obviously, I never said a word. Although I never found out how much he knew that I liked that plane so much. Although I never found out how he knew that I liked that plane so much. Sorry, I feel like I stumbled on my words a little bit there. I never told him that detail, and I wasn't ever just able to ask him. Why not? He died from a strange disease a few years later. He always said if you want to be happy, make your loved ones happy. I was too young to understand. Not long after Dad died, Mom left us. She couldn't get fear of the disease out of her mind, even though it wasn't contagious. Unfortunately, though, it is hereditary. As it turns out, Dices and I both inherited the disease. What? You too, Clover? I may have a few weeks left. Then again, I may have a few days before the disease takes its course. Even worse, the disease progresses much more aggressively in women. Dices, my little sister. Sooner or later, that disease will kill her. This legend, this artifact, was my only hope. What does it say, Clover? See for yourself. Oh, I gotta walk over there to him. He was gonna hand it to me. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless, true eternity. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless, true eternity. What does it mean? I think I get it. It's the island. The whole island is the artifact. Oh no. And from what I can tell, the artifact's power is limited to those standing on it. That is, while we remain here, we'll be immortal. What a stupid thing. What's the use of the artifact if I can't take it with me? We can just bring Dices here. Of course we will. What other choice do I have? But you have to live here forever. What kind of life would that be? A prisoner of a deserted island for all eternity. We can find another way. Vanille, would you excuse me for a bit? I need some time to be alone. Clover. Well, that was a little gut-wrenching. Not as bad as I thought it would be. For Clover, though, man. Will she just stand there all day until the sun started to set? Imagine if she just was sitting there with flowers, just Clover, 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 just all day. Why didn't you say anything? If only. Oh, goddamn. You scared the crap out of me, man. And you're not even all shadowy this time. Such an intoxicating fragrance, don't you think? The flowers. You. Am I interrupting something? You interrupted me saying Clover's name out loud for the 500th time. No. Don't you think they're beautiful? I guess. Who would guess that the nectar is one of the world's most toxic poisons? A drop or two kills an adult in a matter of hours. A funny thing, nature. So gorgeous and so deadly at the same time. From the bottom of my heart, I believe it was made to end us. The divine punishment for destroying our home. Why are you here? It's such a shame, isn't it? Clover's situation. What if I told you? Fuck! Don't do that to me! There's actually something we can do. That voice again. It was you. Upbringing behind this, is it? You. You were the one who contacted me. Wasn't it fun, though? Playing detective. See, Dices, I've always felt an inexplicable obsession with mysteries. Detective stories. Questions without answers. There was something so seductive in them. In real life, however, they're always so dull. They're never like in video games or a good book. That's why I wanted to really take this to the next level. Make it more interesting. You follow me? I took the liberty of designing all of this such that you could figure it out yourself. That every discovery would have been uncovered by you, and only by you. Evan, on the other hand, he wanted to make everything so obvious. He wanted you to know everything from the start. Let's just say that's not how I do things. Where's the fun in that? Where's the emotion? You won't understand. Emotions can't be faked. They have to be authentic. They must be lived. I even managed to get someone with the same... You know what? It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? What's going on here? What's this all about? Come on, Dices. You still don't have a clue. After all the work I've done, you're just going to give up? I thought you were better than that. You don't appreciate a good mystery anymore. What is wrong with this maniac? Alright, I'll admit, maybe I didn't give you all the pieces, but I know you won't need them. You're something special, Dices. Well, I think this last one will be enough. I've been aware of your observations. Remember your suspicions about the monoliths? Rika, you were right. The question is why? Our friend Evan adored Clover, and he wanted to leave him with a little present as the final goodbye. Oh, Vincent was the one who gave him the book. Right, I remember that. Last episode I mentioned I don't remember Clover mentioning Vincent to Dices. He mentioned Vincent because Vincent gave him that book. Okay. I'm sorry. That plot point momentarily slipped my head. I'm just an idiot. Anyway, moving on. One that involved an island capable of doing what the new message said. You follow me? You didn't, did you? No. No. So you still wondering why you're here? Yeah, I am. What the hell actually is going on? Is this the right thing? I'm not sure what right even is anymore. Clover, I've been thinking. I I've got to I've got to tell you something. I'm listening. What is going on? I'm so like scared. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting the impression that he faked the whole message thing and whatever somehow. And he's associated with Evan in some way, but like I'm legit scared. What's happening? I don't know anything beyond that. My name is not Vanille. It's Dices. Dices Amor. Now's not the time for jokes, Vanille. Just shut up and listen. Sorry, I'm all ears. Ever since I arrived on the island, I can't. I can't with this. It's too much for me. Clover, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Hey, relax, okay? Everything will be okay. I'm here with you. Tell me what's going on. Why do the worst things happen to the best people? Why? It's always the same. It's so unfair. Well, I like to think the universe has a plan for all of us. Besides, if I hadn't been sick, I would have never known you, right? You idiot! Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want my disease to mark me. I didn't want to be treated differently. I wouldn't have treated you differently. Vanille, you're doing it right now. It's just that. It's okay, Vanille. Breathe in. What is it that you want to tell me? Ever since I arrived on the island, I couldn't get this coincidence out of my head, but I think I understand everything now. It's not that the island is making us immoral. Rather, the island is frozen in time. Do you understand? Time is not passing here. What's the difference? You arrived here before me. Time stopped for you the moment you set foot on this island. But it didn't stop for everyone else. You left home and came here to save your sister when she was just a baby. But time went on normally for me. Until I grew up and came here. And that's why we're meeting each other now. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm Dices, Clover. You're Dices. What? What are you saying? When I took this job, they gave me a false name. They told me not to reveal the real one, until now. And I think it's because they didn't want you to know from the beginning because of how absurd it all sounds. But now that you figured out what the artifact is, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Your name is Dices Amor. It is. How? How did you recover? Looks like I was never sick in the first place, Clover. It was just you. When Evan gave you that notebook and sent you here, he stayed and looked after me, didn't he? He was gonna look after Dices while I was here, but that was just a little while. Pretty much a day ago. Oh, Clover, it was years ago. Time went by and you never came back. While on the island, we don't feel the passage of time. It doesn't affect us. That's why our watches stop while we're here. Evan must have thought you had died, that you'd never come back. He had no other choice but to look after me. Obviously, he thought that it wouldn't last long. He thought that sooner or later, my time would also come. But seeing how things turned out, it seems that time never came. I imagine that when he realized I wasn't sick, he decided to search a place for me. A family. And he did a good job of it. Until today, I never knew I had a brother. Actually, I never knew where I really came from. After a long time, I'm guessing that he found out how the island works. He assumed he'd still be here, that, from your perspective, you had just arrived. After that, he contacted me pretending to be Upbring. He sent me here with the excuse of finding Evan, so that I would meet you. The only restriction they gave me was to hide my real name no matter what. I believe it's because they didn't want you to realize it was me from the beginning. First, you need to figure out how the island works. Just think about it. It all makes sense that way. Neither of us would have believed in any of this if we were told about it from the start. That's why he didn't tell me either. He wanted us to discover it by ourselves. We had to wait for this moment. Are you sure about what you're saying? Can I trust you? Just look at me, Clover. It's me. I can't. I can't believe it. Dices. 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 Is it really you? You've been running from me all this time? Yes, Clover, it's me. You've grown so much. Dices, can I give you a hug? Of course you can, you idiot. Dices, I was so scared. So afraid of losing you. Ever since we lost Mom and Dad, I only had you. I didn't want to lose what I loved the most. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Now that I know you're fine. Because that's what I've always wanted. I can't believe how much you've grown. Are you staying healthy? Tell me about your friends, Dices. Do they take good care of you? Has it really been years? I've got so many questions, dear sister. What happened to Evan? Why did he use a different name with me? It was just a fake name he used to hide from the world. It was all part of his plan. He wanted to surprise us. He did it for us. Well, he managed. That bastard. I suppose he wasn't that selfish after all. Hey, why are you crying? Aren't you happy to see me again after all these years? I'm happy, that's all. Me too. I would never want this moment to end. I'm so happy I could die right now. From now on, everything will be better. I guess I'll have to stay here if I don't want my time to come. You'd better visit. And above all that... Clover? What's the matter? I'm just feeling a little dizzy. Don't worry. No! He's not... Wait, what? What? I guess we're playing as Evan now. Nope, he doesn't jump or anything. He just coolly walks by. You're not from here, are you? Wait a second. The hobo. I think you're confusing me with someone else. What brings you here, fella? I'd like to, ask you about Clover. Clover? You're a mere boy with such a kind heart. Boy, ever since he knew about my knee, he does the grocery shopping for me. Can you believe it? He sure knows how to make an old man happy. It's a shame he's going through all that, don't you agree? Huh? Stop talking nonsense, would you? I don't get all the young people slang these days. I'm talking about his disease and his remaining days. Oh, what did you say? Is he ill? Didn't you know? Why does nobody ever tell me anything? Well, doesn't matter. Thank you for your time. Can I talk to him again? Does he say anything different? Clover, ill? No one ever tells me a thing in this town. Hey, I'm truly sorry, but right now I don't have a... Oh, no. I didn't come for that. I just want to ask you about Clover. Clover? He's the personification of humility. If there's anything he loves, it's that little sister. Between you and me, he's a better father than a bunch of folks around here. How long since you knew about his condition? What are you talking about? He's going through a lethal disease in an advanced state. So you weren't aware? Huh? Who told you that? He himself. I thought you knew. I had no idea. Since when? I'm afraid I'm not aware of the details. That's all I know. Anyways, thanks for your time. Great. You can pet the dog in Evan's remains. Hey, kid. I want to ask if you knew a guy named Clover. Clover? Oh yeah, he's my friend. One day we were playing blitzball with my friends, and he was just walking by. He realized that they had left me out because I wasn't that good. He approached me and said, "Ignore them. Blitzball is for losers." Do you know how to play Spy Master? I didn't, so he invited me to his house and taught me. Ever since, I have won every single one of the Spy Master tournaments at my school. I'm sure he'd beat me too. By any chance, did you know he was sick? Fortunately, it's unlikely he'll get better. And, he doesn't have many days left. Huh? What did you say? I don't believe you. You would have told me. You're lying. It's a lie. A lie! You're a liar! Hey, easy. Liar! Hey, kid, wait. I'm sorry for my grandson. The thing is, this news isn't just shocking for us, it's also really devastating. Clover is like a member of our family. I can't imagine why you wouldn't have told us. I'm sure you didn't want us to worry. He hasn't been the same since his father died. It hurt us all, but he's had it the worst. He must really be going through a nightmare. Is there really nothing we can do? If we had money? It won't make a difference. According to Clover, there's no treatment. So we'll just have to wait and be with him until... So why's the legend? The legend? Bastion again with that? What's he talking about? It's an old fairy tale from around here. It's no fairy tale. Bastion, where'd you get that? I told you it was real. We found it with Cecile in a strange shrine when we were playing in the woods. What is this legend about? And what is that notebook? It's an old tale that says something about a hidden island that holds the secret to eternal life, though nobody has found it and ever lived to tell the tale. And this legendary notebook, so it is said, reveals its location. Hey you, stranger! What, me? Come here. I don't know who you think you are. Chloe telling you his secrets doesn't make you special. I'm still his best friend, understand? Bastion! Alright, sorry. In any case, stranger, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you find the island for me? I don't want for Clover to leave us. And maybe our last hope. I'd do it myself, but Mom won't let me be outside after 8 o'clock. Bastion, leave the poor man alone. Leave it to me. Do you really plan on going? It's just a fairy tale. I've got nothing to lose. In that case, I'll lend you my boat. I'll also make a bag of supplies for you. Well, hey, that doesn't sound half bad. We'll help in any way we can. Any friend of Clover's is our friend too. Friend, huh? I'll leave immediately. Oh, great. How am I supposed to get back now? The island, huh? Time to discover what they say about you is true. Okay, so now we can run and jump. Are we gonna have to replay all the monoliths or something? Sounds like that'd just be padding. Please don't tell me I actually have to replay the whole game, essentially. Okay, first word. I guess I'll be here for a while. They're actually gonna do this, huh? Okay, actually gonna play through the whole game. That's kind of bullcrap. I'm just gonna say that right now. That is nothing but padded filler. If we're actually about to do that, I don't care what it leads to or anything like that. The story's great so far, but oh my god, you're kidding me. There's no way I have to be replaying the whole game now, right? I totally messed this one up, huh? Whoops. I don't remember this puzzle though. I'm gonna be real with you. Could be new puzzles. Ah, oh, fuck me. I had it. Except how am I supposed to get up there now? Never mind. I didn't have it. Not as much as I thought I did anyway. There you go. Okay, I kind of remember this one. How did I fuck that up? Oh, fuck. I'm not... Man, I suck at video games. God dang it. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna montage the rest of it. Okay. I can deal with that. I was gonna say, though, if we have to replay the whole game, that's just nothing but tedious padding. But, you know, the little trinkle they get was nice enough, so. I guess it's time. Let's see. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not. Nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity. Because the same man who on this land all ego abandons, will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever. My endless true eternity. What? What the hell is that supposed to mean? That it doesn't exist? I must have read it wrong. Eternal is not know will become meaning lacks. What am I supposed to do? Clover. Please don't die. gonna turn out all they needed to settle was a spy master debate. Oh my god, what do we have here? If it isn't the Prodigy, the most brilliant and promising mind the world has ever known. He who will guide humanity to a better world. Are you done? Have you been here all this time? What the heck is this place? Anyway, again, tell me why you brought me here. Nicola is waiting for me on the other side. I want to reveal the truth to the world. Oh, you were serious. Let me laugh even harder then. Let me get this straight, Vincent. You're returning to me what is mine. That's the least an author can demand, right? After all these years, you show up all of a sudden and you deign to do what you should have done from the start? Were you expecting a prize or something? Dude, you're something else, alright. Still acting like I'm the one responsible for all this. Like I was the only Evan. You were as much a part of this as me. Why then was revealing the truth my responsibility? What was stopping you? You could have spoken up at any time, but you kept quiet. You did exactly the same thing I did. You want to know the teeny little difference, my old friend? You were the face! Let me ask you something. What do you think would happen if I, Andre Agar, decides to reveal the truth to the world? It'd just be one of those tabloids where an ex-employee from Area 51 reveals top secret info. No matter how plausible the testimony, the man never has proof. People don't believe him. Is it because he's lying? Most likely. But in many cases, it's the other way around. Of course the government won't keep files in his name. And of course, they'd scrub every last shred of evidence suggesting he ever worked there. The absence of proof paradoxically becomes the proof. I'm not lying. I did work there, but they erased all the files and then my memories. Ring any bells? My name doesn't mean anything. However, if Mr. Evan Goldstein himself comes out and says something, that's a different story. You know how people love faces. The story of the poor orphan kid who becomes a brilliant millionaire and wins everybody's heart. They don't seem to realize they've been told the same old story over and over again. And still they always fall for it. I'm sure they would believe any nonsense that comes out of your mouth. We're doomed as a species, no doubt about it. I may be more Evan than you, but as far as people are concerned, you, and only you, are Evan. That is why, my friend, the responsibility was on your shoulders. But instead you just ran away. You ran away taking everything that should have been mine. Seems you weren't so upset with what they created after all. Do you think I enjoyed doing that? Do you think I had a good time seeing you like that? Do you think I didn't feel like the scum of the earth? Do you have the slightest clue the hell I've been through since then? Why do you think I ran away? I couldn't take being a part of that anymore. You could have talked to me. We could have found a way. Why do you think I brought you here? I know I should have done it sooner, but I couldn't, Andre. I couldn't. They were keeping an eye on me more than you. I was the public figure, after all. And I was so little, I could barely understand what was going on. I didn't know who to call for help. I didn't have anyone. They kept me alone and locked away. I was so scared. But that's about to change. Don't you get, Andre? It was never about us. I'm not your enemy, nor are you mine. We got one enemy in common. The ones who put us through all of this. The ones who created Evan. And I'm sure they also wanted this. To separate us. To sow resentment between us. To keep us silent. To keep us alone against the world. This is what they had always wanted. Are you gonna keep doing what they want? I didn't bring you here to keep fighting. So what do you plan to do? Hold some press conference and spit everything out? Do you think that scenario ends with you alive and breathing? They'll chase you forever. You know how that ends. I know. And I don't care. I've got nothing left to lose. Don't worry, I won't mention you. What the hell? Toss my name in there too. What? If we're going to sync up Brink, we have to do it the right way. I'm in. Whatever it takes to tear them apart. Though, they're so large it might not make any difference. Andre, guess I'm not the only one who's changed. What I'm trying to say here is, for all the pain I caused, I just want to say that from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I thought those words would never come out of your mouth. Are you feeling okay? Do you go to some spiritual retreat and find yourself? Seriously, where the hell are we? Well, actually, it's a long story. I think we've exhausted Nicola's patience as well. Well, alright. I'm sorry to say it really is a very long story, so I'd settle in. Alright. I came here because it is believed that this island keeps the secret of eternal life. See that line of monoliths that goes all along the seashore? The hieroglyphs and... Wait, I know this story. You do? Years ago I heard rumors about Upbring having a secret base in a place like this. The bastards are everywhere, huh? I didn't believe it then. Me neither, but in any case, the immortality thing is a lie. I just finished translating all the monoliths. It's obvious to lie. I'm surprised you fell for something like that. Any ideas? Should I have some? No. I just hope you'd come up with something. You're the genius, after all. Everybody seems to believe that genius and magician are the same thing. I can't perform miracles, Vincent. Yeah, it's dark magician, not dark genius. Like, come on. Sorry. Had to throw my obligatory Yu-Gi-Oh reference. So there's nothing we can do. Just joking. I'm not being completely honest with you. I can perform miracles, and I do have an idea. Really? Though that doesn't mean you're going to like what I'm going to suggest. I guess it's better than nothing. I'm all ears. What does the message say? Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not. Nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who, on this land, all ego abandons, will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever. My endless true eternity. It's perfect. But somewhat long, don't you think? We could make some changes. Changes? We could modify the message. What for? How the heck do you expect us to rewrite them? I don't speak ancient hieroglyph puzzle. I didn't say anything about rewriting them. Wait here. I like how he flaps his arm while he walks. Vincent, come here. What's he up to? Look at this. You opened a portal on top of the monolith that leads to the same monolith? You weren't paying attention, were you? Look closer. It's different. Did you exchange them? The one from our left is now to our right, and vice versa. Oh, the orders got switched. I see. So that maybe explains why I didn't recognize some of those monoliths earlier. Because, like, they were in different places in the game and not quite at the beginning, like how I was. Like the ones I do remember going through. I don't know. Andre, just what are you up to? I was wondering if it would be difficult to form a new message based on the original. And as soon as you read it to me, I realized it wouldn't be. We'd just exchange some monoliths and repeat others. Indeed, something totally different could be achieved, with a message somewhat opposite than the original. This one's the original, right? 46 monoliths, 46 words. But I propose the following. "28 monoliths, 28 words. Notice I'm only changing the order of some words or repeating them. Now that could also explain why I didn't recognize the other ones too, because they got, well, like he says, they got removed. And finally, I discard the unnecessary ones. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons ours. Sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless to eternity. I still don't get why we'd want to do that. Look, I've got an idea. Why don't you let me do the talking, and you keep your questions for the end? Go on. Your friend Clovo, right? What is it that he wants the most above all things? To not die. Vincent, you really suck at this. Based on your descriptions, Clovo only cares about one thing, his sister. It doesn't matter if he saves himself or not. He just cares about saving Dices. And what we could do is give him precisely that. Or more accurately, we could make him believe that. I'm going to tell you this now. We can't save him. Neither him nor her. They're on death's doorstep already. There's nothing we can. But we can make him believe the opposite. Imagine the following scenario. You go back to Clover's house with the notebook in your hands. You tell him, Clover, it's real. The legend is real. You give him the notebook, and you tell him to come here for the artifact. You offer to take care of Dices in the meantime. Clover, filled with hope, heads to the island. He starts to decipher the message, monolith after monolith. Remember, though, that this isn't the original message, but ours. Anyways, during his journey, Clover discovers someone else who was also sent to this island. It's a girl who's also looking for something there. This girl decides to join him in his search, and they become close. Clover completes the message. He learns that the whole island is the artifact, and that the immortality is granted by the island from the moment you step on its shores. A bit of a disappointment sinks into Clover. Now that he knows the artifact is not something he can take home to Dices, but suddenly, the girl comes up with the theory that it wasn't immortality that the island granted, but rather that the island exists outside of time as we know it. Time doesn't pass normally on the island, and as a result, hours, days, months, and years didn't pass as usual, making everything and everyone on it unaging, immortal, and eternal. That's when the girl also discovers that she is actually Dices, Clover's sister, who had been sent by you. Due to the temporary gap that was generated, because remember, Clover arrived first, Dices was able to reach his age outside the island, and then head there years later. Clover obviously doesn't notice that span of years because he was on the island the whole time. In case, getting back to the story, just when Clover thought everything was lost, he realized that when he's been looking for has been in front of him the whole time. Dices also reveals that she was never sick in the first place. Clover, seeing that his sister has grown and lived a good life, that she's alright, and that they can still keep seeing one another as long as he stays there, he becomes happy. All of his worries vanish, a smile spreads across his face. He decides to stay and live on the island, to postpone his death forever. The following days are happy, they're perfect. Dices visits him from time to time, until the day comes when Clover eventually dies. But he dies believing in everything. He dies happy. It's beautiful, fantastic. The audience cries, laugh, cue the applause. What do you think? It all just came to me. Brilliant, isn't it? As if it was the ending of some emotional video game. It's the most twisted thing I've ever heard. I knew you wouldn't like it. You never like my ideas. Just listen to what you're saying. It's absurd. Vincent, look at this damn place. Eternal life? An ancient civilization? A message engraved on monoliths? Don't you think it's already absurd enough? Do you really think adding some extra details would make it less believable? Isn't this what you wanted? Doing something for him? Maybe we can't avoid his leaving this world, but we can at least direct how he leaves. Give him a worthy end, full of adventure and emotion. And die believing a lie. Look, Vincent, I'm sure that today somebody died believing in you're a genius. Died believing you're a genius. It was their truth, their whole life. The truth only ceases to be true when you find out it's a lie. And Clover will never find out. Although it won't be the truth for us, it will be for him. Even though, if that truth just lasted a brief moment, you can decorate it as much as you like. A lie is a lie. And it's not right. It doesn't feel right. I don't believe everyone deserves a happy ending. And suddenly, that's not right? Our whole lives were a lie. What's the difference? Do you want to do something for Clover or not? Didn't you say you'd do anything for him? Let me recall. What was the other option? Oh yeah, leave him to die at home with the baby who also dies. In absolute solitude. But anyway, I'm not going to judge you. It is your decision after all. Where are you going? Are we going to join poor Clover on his final days? Time passes while we ponder. Wait! Yes? The message. Your message is surely original. What are you going to do with the remaining monoliths? You'd be surprised all the problems that high-powered explosives can solve. You're gonna blow them up? What, afraid someone's gonna hear us? We're in the middle of nowhere. The girl. Who's the girl? Who's Dices? An actress. No idea. We'll find someone. Promise me. Promise me, whoever she is, that she agrees with all of this. Let her know all the details. I promise. Andre, do you really believe something like this could work out? I don't have the slightest idea. But you know how much I indulge in making an idea come true when it takes hold of me. I hope you know what you're doing. Tell me how I can help. Oh, no. Leave it to me. I'll take care of all the island business. You make sure to convince Clover to come here, and take care of the baby. And when this is all over, we'll bring down Upbring. Together, like old times. You can trust me. Something about his soulless empty eyes doesn't seem trusting. You know, Clover, I always thought I had everything. Everything anybody could ever want. Money, fame, power. Funny thing is, when I disappeared, no one really cared. I was all over the news, sure, but there wasn't anyone genuinely worried about me. No one wondering if I was okay. And honestly, I don't blame them. But it was when I asked neighbors about you that I realized that actually I never had anything. Rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace, Dices. Like you just woke up. Don't tell me you don't find it strange. What? Him. Dying at such a convenient moment. Too convenient, I'd say. If it had happened just a few hours earlier, everything would have gone to waste. How did you know so precisely when it would happen? I didn't. That's reassuring. Oh, good. Now you are going to stop preaching to me about right and wrong, too? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Hey, I just lied to him. He lied to the whole world. He deserved a little punishment, didn't he? Besides, he wants to talk to her. He'll find out eventually. Do you think he'll get mad? Of course he will. But then he'll remember that my way of doing things once again worked. And he'll forget about it. I want to ask you something. Do you really believe that if she had known everything from the start, her connection with Clover would have been as authentic as it was? Nobody wants to be part of a farce. I am forcing he don't want to do anything. She saw all his pain, and lying to him was the least she could do. She decided to do it. But it's not about lying or telling the truth. No, it's about doing the right thing or the wrong thing. It's about getting results. But I guess it's easier to just call me the movie's villain. You know, the good guys usually don't hide in shadows and have soulless eyes. I mean, just saying. I guess we all have our little eyes. And I guess that was it. All right. I'm gonna need a moment to process all of this. So I guess Dices didn't actually genuinely believe that she was the real Dices. She knew it was a lie. Um, upon that acting from Clover to help him die happy. Oh, jeez, there's a lot to dissect with this game. It was an emotional ride. Let me tell you that. This last hour and 8 minutes. God, I don't even know where to start. I guess, I guess, the game's letting you decide what if what happened was right or not. Um, God, I honestly don't know how I feel about it. You know, it's an interesting story and it makes you think. So that's cool. Credit where it's due. It's a well told, well executed story. Has some real genuine characters and emotions. It really is something interesting and special. Um, I don't know if I have the. I'm still kind of like on the high though of the emotion that the game left with me with. So like, I don't know if I can really put that into words right now. I feel conflicted. I guess is how I describe it. I honestly I like the way the story was presented and everything. Don't get me wrong. I think the story was really well told and executed. Um, it's just when it comes to the main conflict the game leaves you with, when it comes to the ending of the game, when it comes to what's trying to make you think about, I I think it's something I'm gonna have to think about for a while before I can truly say how I feel. You know, like because both sides make pretty good points, you know, about the whole conflict of Clover's death and trying to make him happy. It really makes you think about what the right and wrong thing to do in this kind of situation, especially when you have the ability to do something. Most normal people, when they find out that their friend is gonna die of a horrible disease along with his baby sister, they won't have the ability to do anything except just be there for them and comfort them in their last days. But Cat Evan, as a whole, both Vincent and Andre, they had the ability to do something for Clover. Actually, they had the ability to make a good farewell for him. And was it right for them to use that power, especially in the way they did? Some could argue that it wasn't at all. Some could argue that the idea was good, but the way Andre went about it originally was wrong. Um, not telling not telling Don't go black on me, Switch. I'm watching the credits. Not telling Dices about the whole scheme to begin with, or at least until the last minute, or you could argue that what they did was the right thing, And even though he's presented as a little crazy, Andre is just a very enthusiastic person about his projects. So I don't know, like there's a lot of conflicting emotions I have. A lot of arguments could be made for like everyone really, whether they did the right thing or the wrong thing. Even Dices, like she was kind of just the pawn in this little game, but um, Adam Sandler. Oh, Adam Sadler. I thought I said Adam Sandler in the credits. I was like, what? Okay, I just kind of ruined the moment there, but even Dices, even though she was mostly the pawn in this whole crazy experiment, um, even then you could debate about whether it was right for her to lie to Clover and say that she was the real Dices this whole time, and it really does just make you think. I'm probably gonna be thinking about this for a bit too. Uh, it has a hard hitting ending. I'll tell you that. It really does. I'll tell you the things I know for sure that I don't really agree with. First of all, destroying ancient ruins. I kind of don't agree with that. I like preserving stuff like that. I like preserving history and whatnot. Um, so destroying those ancient ruins that look at Evan, destroying those ancient ruins that with that amazing technology uh, from ancient people, mind you, which makes it even more impressive. I know in this world like that kind of portal technology is commonplace thanks to quote unquote Evan, but coming from ancient people, it's a little crazy, don't you think? Like, oh, thank you. I definitely don't agree with destroying those ruins. But I mean, at the same time, like you could also debate that was for the greater good to make Clover happy. I'm sure we've all been there before, where we've seen people in pain and suffering, and we've wanted to do whatever we could to help them out, no matter what, and no matter if it was right or wrong. We just want to help and make them happy. It's also kind of implied that Andre poisoned Clover, but no, who's this chick? But you could also argue in defense of that he was gonna die soon anyway. Um, it just keeps them from having to prolong the lie any further, especially since Dices at that point knew the truth. It would make it harder for her to, as Andre implied, now that she knows the truth, it would make it harder for her to act. Um, I don't know. It really just makes you think. I can't really go and dissect the whole game right now, but it hit me hard. I'll tell you that. It really did hit me hard. Glad I got the chance to finish this game, and I'm glad I saw the trailer on YouTube and was like, you know what, this game looks fun. Let's do it. And it's been a blast these last 3 episodes. Let me tell you. Anyway, let's see what this is all about. What is this place? This is where everything changed for me. I hid in a small town near this island when I needed to vanish. I see. But how did you find this place? By accident, really. I was looking for somewhere off grid, totally disconnected. I didn't want anyone to recognize me, so I started visiting islands in the middle of the Pacific, little towns, which eventually led me to discover this island. Well, what a better place to disappear to than a tropical oasis? Okay, but why did you bring me here? I want you to meet someone very special. Follow me. Oh, what is that thing? It looks like something out of an ancient history documentary. It's an ancient monolith. Well, this one isn't ancient since Andre recreated for our message. It says something. Oh, kind of like a hieroglyph. Basically, but you get to interact with it. Kind of like a game or a giant puzzle. Wait, I love puzzles. Can I try? Slow down there. Let me show you how it's done. Follow me, but watch your step. Okay, well this one seems pretty easy. Nice job, Evan. Showing them how it's truly done. I actually think I want to get rid of that. Too, yeah. And whoop. Then I jump from here. Nope, not yet. Hold on. I think I jump from here. There we go. Look at that. I'm guessing that's more people who help back this game. Hey, I didn't know you had a knack for solving cryptic ancient puzzles. What? Uh-huh. Who's that? How dare you speak like that in front of one of the most legendary pirates of modern time? I didn't know they were modern pirates. Cool. The great Maisie K. Kendrick demands you hand the treasure over to me. What's she talking about? You may try and hide it from me, but this map reveals all. A map? Let me have a look at that. I can't even read that. I'm not even gonna try. I'm probably gonna offend some language. Spared no expense. Oh, these are the people whose names are on the wall. So I'm guessing this is they paid enough money to like leave a message in the game. Facing your fear doesn't make you strong. It just means you have good eyesight. To the love of my life, my moon and my stars, I will love you forever no matter what. From Jose to Aww. Life is but a beautiful garnish that will unveil itself when it's all said and done. Never tell yourself that you're not good enough. Enjoy everything. Thanks. If I was a seagull, I would fly as far as I could. I would fly to faraway places and sing for many people. Imagine paying like $50 to back this game up, or however much it costs to put a message in the game, and all you type is enjoy everything. However, good message though. I'm glad they supported the game. Final shout out to the people who made this game. Everyone in the credits, from the backers to the programmers to the writers to everyone who was involved in the making of this game in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much. You honestly did leave me with an amazing experience that I was not expecting. I was expecting a good experience, but not one that would like leave me thinking this much, you know? There's power that comes from deep inside of you, because every day you're reaching toward the light. Is humanity headed in the right direction? Good question. Good question. My greatest joy in this swiftly passing life is bringing happiness and peace to my soulmate, my wife. Aww. A squared for life. Andrew and Alexis Molnar. Fireworks? What is it? Where's the treasure? This isn't a map. And what is it? How should I know? What are you two whispering about? Don't try anything funny. But of course the treasure. How could I have forgotten? It's just over there. Where? Where is it? See those monoliths right behind us? Follow the line they draw until you find a broken boat. It's right below it. And don't forget your shovel. Treasure. Arg! Alright, that was weird. That's exactly. Alright, where were we? There's one more left. Let's go. I wonder who this chick is that's following us. Is that girlfriend for Vincent over here? Alright. I guess this is the last puzzle of the game then. Weird to think about. So what do they say? Huh? You said they were hieroglyphs, right? What did you write on them? Eh, Clover Amor. Clover what? What does that even mean? Aw. I'm guessing that's it. Nevin's Remains is over. If we click continue, I wonder what happens. Or did it just leaves us off from here? Alright. Yeah, that was truly something special. I must say so myself. Like I said, there's a lot of you could do a lot of debating about whether it was right or wrong, but at the end of the day, it does a good job making you think about that kind of stuff, and you do understand all the characters' motivations and um, why they came to the conclusions they did come to. It's this game's kind of it's a straight up beautiful. It's a straight up beautiful game. Amazing atmosphere, amazing soundtrack. I loved it. It was a really fun game, and I'm sure I'll probably revisit it time and time again in the future. But that's gonna do it here for me. The main reason I was even interested in this game to begin with was because my name's in the title, so I really wasn't expecting to go on such an emotional journey. To be honest, I was just expecting a fun puzzle platformer, retro styled game. I figured there would be a little bit of emotion behind the story, but I don't know. I wasn't expecting this much. But yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. Just go buy the game. Once again, thanks for everyone to everyone who made this amazing game. You deserve a lot of credit and love. You all did a fantastic job. Um, Thank you all for watching. That's gonna do it for me. For now, I'll see you guys during the next project. Bye bye. Love you all. I really do. Life is it's a hard thing to detangle and figure out sometimes, and questions about morality like that are common, but you'll you'll figure it out. It'll be sorted out. Um, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. That's all I want to say for now. So I don't know if that message is gonna reach anyone, if anyone's even gonna care. It's just, it's been a difficult past few weeks for me. So this game has helped me. I think rethink some things. So thank you, Evan Tremaines. Okay, I'm really gonna go now. So yeah, sorry about that. But thank you all once again for watching. Um, have yourselves a lovely day. Bye.